Business has been taught to us all the way from the ancient eras. Well, we know that we have a lot of motivational speakers and we know that there are so many advisors out there who can tell us about business. But do you know that there are so many masterpieces who have told about how to start a business and what are the elements that we have to look forward for business even back then in the ancient times? Well, there is this one special man who's told to have the knowledge of the world regarding the policies as well as Arthashastra. It's also called as economics. Well, this man goes by the name of Kautilya and we all know by the name of Chanakya. I'm going to tell you few logics and few logistics this man portrayed back then only made a masterpiece elements that businessman should always implement. I'm going to tell you what his rules and guidelines were in this video. To know what Chanakya told about business to all of us, do not forget to watch this video and also subscribe. I'm Varsha Renukumar and welcome to the Freedom Business English channel. Do not forget to download our Freedom app as well. India is told to be the developing country when it comes to business. This is not because people want to start business without a reason. This is because other few of the people do not want to work under someone, or few of them want to put down the knowledge that they've accumulated all these years and make sure that they stand on their own feet. This is why business industry is developing all over the world, including our own country. As we know, there are people who want to start business, but they have no idea how to. Well, I'm not the right person to tell you that how to start a business, how can you start a business at this and this point. But there is this one mastermind who knows that he can give out the elements that you can use in your life to project your business in the right way. He is also the man who told that simply sitting there and thinking about your goal does not make you win. His words have outshined all of our minds. Chanakya is also the man who can bring out and tell you the different business tactics and logics that I will be telling you in this video. First is that every king must know how to rule his kingdom. Well, every leader or a person who starts his business has to know how to lend his time to start his business. First thing is that there are so many guidelines given by Chanakya. First rule says that about leadership. Make sure that the leader always knows what his motives are. Thinking about this, we learn that how a leader is made. Chanakya's first rule says that you have to make sure that you're a perfect leader. To know if you're a perfect leader, know if you're capable of handling all the stress. You should know how to handle the hardships and come across all the obstacles you have. He said that leadership is equal to kingship. Happiness should be your first religion. For your religion, you need money. But for money, you need to be a good leader. So this entire statement says that money is not the main goal, but your leadership can earn you money. The way you project and go by that portrays that you are a fine leader and people have to follow you. You have to make sure that your leadership is so alert and fine that people know that I'm in the right place. It's also said that happiness must be your religion. Well, to gain happiness, you have to make sure that your business is in the right form. You can only buy happiness in a good way of investment or in a good way of success. In a business, as they say, there is good and bad. Well, it's up to you to make the wise choice and walk towards happiness. If you choose luxury and money and go on the wrong path as a shortcut way, you're gonna end up in a huge failure mess. That is why Chanakya has quoted it by saying that happiness is your first religion. Make sure if you're happy, go in a wiser way. Do not lead to the wrong way just to earn more in the short process. Money is a gradual income in business, but you have to make sure that the money is wisely used. If you fail to not use the money in the right way, then you're already failing towards the religion of happiness. You're failing as a leader and you're letting people fail with you. The next question is, what if I don't have money at the time of my business? Well, you can only lead to loss if you're following a narrow path of failure. You can only lead to loss of money when you're following a narrow path of unethical procedures. But if you did follow a good path towards success, you're gonna have power in your hands. This is something that you will gradually get when you're growing. When you have the power with you, you know that you can lead the way even through hardships. You can make sure that you can earn money by just being on the top and being good. It is also said that either you have to have money or you have to have power. If you have one of these, you can easily get the other one towards you. But if you don't have both, then you're already a failed leader. This can also be done by the people around you. If you have honest investors around you and to help you and guide you throughout the way, you're in a good path. And also, if you fall into the bad traps of all these wrong information, then you are always leading towards debt. Make sure that you always have the knowledge of what you're doing and how you're doing it. Next is your power to control your body. You have to make sure that your emotions are at control. If you can't control your emotions throughout the process of your business, that can bring a huge fluctuation throughout the business cycle. There are a couple of emotional chakras present in your body. Well, the first emotional line that he is referring to is that you have to make sure that you treat everyone equally regardless of gender. You have to make sure that it is same and ethical in all ways. It's also said that the approach you make for each and everyone should be equally and well treated. Second line of emotion is that you have to manage and control your stress. You have to make sure that you have a smart and calm presence of mind around people. No matter what risk or what obstacle is in front of you, just make sure that the entire process that you're thinking is focused and concentrated. Patience is a key to success. This is the third line of emotion. Patience is a slow process but gradually a process which will give you a win-win situation. You have to make sure that the patience is the key where you use it only when it is needed. Patience is not to be used in every process of business, but you have to make sure you should only keep this in mind that patience only plays a key role while it is three things: great time management, great decisions, and in financial matters. Last line of emotion is your gestures. Make sure that you have gratitude. Make sure that you know how to treat people. Your emotions and your gratitude displays how great of a human being you are. Know that you have to treat people with a kind heart and make sure you spread the knowledge to them. All these are always proven by action. Action speaks. Whatever you say or convey, your action should speak towards it. Chanakya well mentioned that whatever you go through or whatever you want to convey to people, it should be so easy that they understand. That's the first and greatest quality a king can have. Everything is dealt in a royal court with calm and peace mind. That's why they have royal advisors and ministers. Next rule for a successful business is that join hands with educated and qualified people. Know and learn their knowledge. Grab hold of something that you always want determined in learning. Grab hold of the knowledge which you're always determined in learning. Make sure that you learn from the greater leaders and educated wise men. I would suggest Vishweshwaraya was told that he is one of the greatest legends where a lot of engineers have been inspired from. He was not only a man of knowledge, but he was a man who worked with intelligence. This is how you make decisions to know whom you're learning from. Join hands with investors who know that they can help you out without a cruel mentality. Join hands with wise employees who know that they're going to help you no matter what. This is how you decide and know how to run a business. Next is cultivate good habits with the purity of soul. You can only be told as a good human being when you display a good character. Share that purity by telling people how they have to get knowledge. Reach out to them when they are in need. You can only be a successful man when you know that somebody needs your help by taking the knowledge and giving. Knowledge is always told to be give and take. The main wheels of business is discipline. Well, a business can only run through disciplined guidelines and policies. If you want to clearly know how to make sure your business is running safe, you have to work in a particular interested business sector that you want to start in future. Discipline is the first criteria that can always make sure that whatever you're trying to put into the business is running systematically. And also when you're working under someone, you have to make sure that you're taking the knowledge whatever they're providing, because these knowledge can be given either by a youngster or by an adult man. This knowledge can be given either by a youngster or by an adult person. You just have to know that which is right for you and which is wrong for you. Not every advice might be considerable, but you know what you need for your business. Second strategy towards business is that earn money and earn the elements of nature. First being earn money. Earn money is something that we all know and we have to make sure that's our first priority when we start business. But earning the elements of nature is something that we know, but we are ignorant towards it. I'm going to tell you the 6 elements what he refers to as nature. First is the king's advisor, or so called as ministers. In real world, these are your friends or your partners. Make sure you have a good circle so that they can give you great advices and they always trust you for giving great advices. They shouldn't feel like he or she is not the right person who can take their suggestions, or you're gonna just waste whatever they say and go by just your rule. This is not your rule, your life. This is learn from others and implement. Next element is your money. Well, as I told in the starting, earn money is the main objective. Well, your money is always gonna be your earnings. So make sure that your business is something that you have a reason to earn money. Make sure that your business is not causing trouble to a lot of other people by just in the concept of making money. This is not how it runs, as his first rule states that the purity of your soul is your character. That's why make money in a good way. Happiness is your religion, so make sure this happiness leads to a good and wise way of earning. Next element is your nation. Well, you are earning in a particular land, and that land is your nation. You can earn in different countries and wherever the places you have located in, but your nation is always the first place where you start. As far as I know, there are so many international business links and international business even out there, but their motherland is gonna be their country. You have to make sure that you respect the place where you started and know what your purpose is for you to start in that particular place. Next element is gonna be your office. Office is said to be your second home when you say the name business. Well, that time, office is like your second home. Make sure that you have a particular place that knows and has the guidelines that everyone is following. That place has to have some particular ethics, policies, and guidelines. Next are your employees. Your employees are the most important part of your business. They are the ones who pull the cart of your load and make sure that your business is running safe. Know that you have to have a wise contact and good relationship with all of them. Nobody should hate you or feel that they're working for a wrong person. Every relationship bond is built by trust. Make sure they trust you. Last but not the least are your morals. Morals are the stepping stone towards your success. I know it's told a failure, but failure starts with a moral. You start a business in a particular mindset of reaching so and so goal, but it's not always successful. You fail, build up another logic, and again go ahead. This is how the entire business structure works. So make sure you have a moral to your business. Know that why you have created this moral and what is the problem that you had to come up with so and so moral. His third lesson was make useful debts. Well, if you're taking a debt of like 1 lakh, make sure that 75% is going by your hand and rest 25 is being paid by loan or something. Do not make the mistake of taking a huge debt and facing problems that arise due to that. This might put a break to the most successful business that you're running. You never know how problems might come in the world of debt. This is one of the most common made mistakes by entrepreneurs and businessmen. If you think you have got right information and learned something from Chanakya's lessons, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.